Swans act as bodyguards for other water birds. They don't even need to be carted into a specific flock. Swans and geese have been seen protecting smaller water birds like ducks and wading birds against predators. Swans in particular make their presence known by either guiding other birds away or standing up to smaller predators with a hiss and a bite. Ostriches showing courtship behavior to humans has shown that when a bird has a lot of human interaction from an early age, they can see humans as potential partners and or sometimes even dance for them to entice their potential mate. Ostriches have one of the most iconic mating dances, and they're pretty easy to film because they might be doing it for the humans handling them. The dodo, Raphus cuculatus, is one of the most famous extinct animals, known for its unique appearance and tragic story. Native to the island of Mauritius in the Indian Ocean, the dodo was a flightless bird that evolved in isolation and lacked natural predators. The bird was hunted for food. The introduction of animals such as rats, pigs, and monkeys further contributed to its demise. Did you know a gathering of flamingos is referred to as a flamboyance? This term perfectly captures the vibrant and flamboyant nature of these elegant birds. Flamingos are highly social creatures, often seen engaging in synchronized movements and vocalizations within their groups. Owls can move their eyes within their eye sockets, but their eye movements are limited compared to humans and other animals. However, they have evolved special adaptations to compensate for their limited eye mobility. One key adaptation is the structure of their neck bones, which allows them to rotate their heads to a remarkable degree. Owls have a flexible neck that enables them to rotate their heads up to 270 degrees in either direction. Giving them a wide field of view without having to move their bodies. This ability allows owls to scan their surroundings for prey with precision, even in low-light conditions. The now extinct Colossus penguin was a giant among its kind, standing an impressive 2 meters tall. These colossal birds, which lived millions of years ago and roamed the shores of Antarctica during the Paleocene epoch. The exact reasons for the extinction of the Colossus penguin remains unknown. Hummingbirds are famous for their unique flying abilities. Unlike most other birds, they have the capacity to fly backwards, enabled by their specialized wing structure and rapid wing movements. This backward flight capability allows them to navigate complex environments and access nectar from flowers with precision and agility, making them truly extraordinary aerial acrobats. Cassowaries are big, violent, and frighteningly impressive birds that can kill with a single kick. They even sound scary, with an incredibly loud long-distance call that is by far the lowest frequency sound produced by any bird alive today. It borders on infrasound, and some examples are so low that you need decent headphones to hear it at all. This terrifying rumble is so loud in real life that it can shake your very core if you're nearby. Did you know that barn owls sometimes have relationship drama that puts human divorces to shame? While owls are typically monogamous, around 25% of barn owl pairs decide to call it quits and fly solo. It seems their reasons for parting ways are less about irreconcilable differences and more about practical matters. If a barn owl couple isn't hitting it off in the parenting department, struggling to lay eggs, or seeing their chicks struggle to survive, it's the final straw for these feathered lovebirds. When a barn owl divorce happens, it's a bit like dividing up assets. The male gets to keep the cozy nest they built together, while the female is left to find a new place to roost. Ostriches' eyes are actually larger than its brain. Despite being the largest birds in the world, ostriches have relatively small brains compared to the size of their eyes. While their brains may be smaller in proportion to their eyes, they are still intelligent birds and rely heavily on their keen eyesight to detect predators and navigate their surroundings in their natural habitats. Parrots are not only known for their impressive vocal abilities, but also for their unique social behaviors, including the way they name their offspring. Parrot parents give each of their chicks a distinct and unique name, which they use to identify and communicate with them throughout their lives. Once a parrot chick is given its name by its parents, it becomes a permanent part of its identity within the flock. There's nothing like a penguin proposal. Penguins spend ages looking for that special pebble for their love interest to propose. If their penguin crush chooses to accept, they'll mate for life. Now that's commitment. Did you know woodpeckers are the drummers of the bird world? They don't play the drums, they play the trees. On average, woodpeckers can peck at rates ranging from 8 to 15 times per second. This rapid pecking is facilitated by several adaptations, including a specialized anatomy of the skull and neck muscles that help absorb the impact of each peck and protect the brain from injury. Woodpeckers use their powerful beaks to excavate cavities in trees for nesting and foraging, as well as to communicate with other woodpeckers through drumming. Hummingbirds lay some of the smallest eggs among all bird species, with the smallest ones being no larger than a pea. Despite their tiny size, these eggs contain everything necessary for the development of a new hummingbird.